All right, we're recording. What's up? It's Tim. It has been a long time since I posted, which I guess is kind of relevant to what I'm talking about today. I am starting TMS therapy, which is transcranial magnetic stimulation. Stimulates the part of your brain that controls, or I guess is underactive, doesn't really control your depression. I don't know. I have suffered depression pretty much all my life. My mom has been in therapy for as long as I can remember. And I remember being in therapy a couple times as a kid. It never really worked for me. And then when I went in the military, that only seemed to exacerbate the situation. When I got out of the military, I was on and off with different medicines, speaking to different people, and nothing ever seemed to work. Fast forward to last year, which was rough for everyone. We relocated back to Florida. I think the anxiety of the business failing, the added stress of not having one kid, but now two, made it so that my anxiety, my depression continued to worsen to the point where it affected my performance at work. It affected my ability to interact with my kids. It even affected my ability with videos. Like, I'd get really excited to make a video and then I would just lose it, have no interest in doing it. And that's something I've kind of struggled with my whole life, was like that lack of interest. Like, I'll have my good days and then I'll have my really, really bad days. The bad days have always seemed to outweigh the good days, even though I've been prescribed Lexapro for the last year, which seems to do a pretty decent job. Obviously, again, some days are better than others. Last November, I was really, really down and put Emily through pretty much hell. I got myself Baker acted, kind of a blessing in disguise, because that put it on me that I need to do something to change, because I don't want to one day wake up in a really bad funk and do something where I take myself out of the picture for my children and my wife, who's done so much for me. Emily had mentioned probably like 6 months ago about TMS. Me being the skeptic that I always am, wanted to look into it, read a bunch of Reddit reviews. She never got any kind of firsthand experience about it, more of what people thought. A lot of people think it's a placebo effect. A lot of people swear by it, but you never got the first-hand accounts. And then YouTube videos, I could never find anything. The videos I did find were usually just the TMS clinics posting videos. I am cynical when it comes to that type of stuff. Obviously, that's marketing. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to document my experience. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, I am going to document it. So if there's someone out there who's considering TMS in the future, hopefully this helps you. So last month, I met with the doctor for the first time. We sat down, went over options. TMS, I believe he said something has like a 48% improvement rate. Conversely, though, when you're taking different medications, which I believe I've taken 4 or 5 over my lifetime, each time we prescribe different medication, he said it's roughly halved the efficacy and the efficiency of the medicine. If you're not responding to it, that's what TMS is for. After my insurance approved it, I came back in today for the first day, and we did what's called brain mapping. Hit you with the magnetic stimulation a couple times, see what responds. But yeah, so I want to give my unbiased experience review, follow me along with the journey, and then hopefully, if it works for me, awesome. Maybe I can start making fun videos. I don't know. If it doesn't work, though, I mean, I'm going to give it honest experience. If TMS is not something I'm receptive to, there are other options. One of them is electroshock, where they put you under general anesthesia and they actually send a shock to your brain, and it causes you to have a seizure, which that's scary, but apparently it's got a very high success rate. Another one is called esketamine. You may remember ketamine from back in the day. It was like the party drug, I guess. The only thing I remember about it was like a Dateline special back in the early 2000s, and I believe it's like a cat tranquilizer. I think that's the only thing I took from it. It's a nasal spray, and he's like, oh, it's great. A lot of good results from that. The only downside is you're going to have the disassociation, which I don't want that. I smoked weed twice in my life. The first time I thought I died. The second time I was convinced I died the first time. So really don't want to go that route. But starting today, we did the first round of TMS. They hooked me up. They hit me with the shocks, or not the shocks, but the magnetic stimulation. And it's hard to describe how it feels. Kind of like a right there. It's kind of forceful. You feel it. For me, I didn't like it though, because I felt it not only here, but I felt it on this side from the actual magnet waves. I don't really know. I'm not a scientist. It does it. It stops for a few seconds. Does it again. So the first time I was fine. Felt a little uncomfortable. Second time it did it, still a little uncomfortable. Third time I started kind of getting hot, and we were having to wear face masks again, so I took it off so I could breathe. Started getting that sweaty feeling. And then it did it again, and I felt like I was going to vomit. Epic fail on my first go. I'm thinking it's probably my anxiety just kind of taking control. So I'm going back tomorrow, 3:45 in the afternoon. Bring you along with me. We'll see how it goes, and then I'm going to continue to give updates on how it's going. If you're out there looking for an unbiased and first-person account of TMS therapy, well, follow me. We're going to do it together. It's going to be fun. And then hopefully I can be back to my normal self, which I don't even know what my normal self is. I've always kind of dealt with this black cloud of depression, so I don't even know. Maybe it's going to be like the movie Limitless, where like the cloud is lifted. We'll see. Cool. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you follow along. If not, hey, thanks for making it this far.